Hello, everyone. It's me again, Dear Joe, your modern day Dear Abby. I'm a lady that's worn many hats, and I have my advice channel for you to help you with your life's dilemmas. I've been married, divorced, remarried, widowed, raised children, and I just have a lot of life experience I want to share with you. Okay, so my first question of the day comes from uh, help me. Help me in Wyoming. Okay. Help me in Wyoming writes, Dear Joe, do you have any advice on how to get my toddler to stay in their own bed at night and go to sleep? I don't want them in my bed, but I've been kind of giving in because it just seems like we just get so tired from putting them back into their own bed, listening to the crying, etc. Please help. I want my own bed back for my husband and I. We just want the baby, now toddler, to be sleeping in their own bed, in their own room. All right, so help me in Wyoming. Here is my advice for you. I actually did go to school for early childhood education. I've done daycare in my home. I've worked in other people's homes. I've worked in daycare centers. So I have a lot of experience. Plus, I'm a mother myself. I have a lot of experience with children and what works and what doesn't work and what worked for me. So let me pass this little tidbit of nighttime routine on to you. If your child has a bedtime, which they should, my children, I started getting them ready for bed about 7 in the evening, and my goal was always between 7:30 and 8 o'clock was bedtime. Obviously, there are times when that didn't always work, but for the most part, my kids were to bed and asleep between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. Why that early? Well, they're up early and they need their rest. That's when they grow. They need their proper rest. So, if your child is perfectly healthy, they've had their dinner, they've had their bath, their teeth are brushed, and the story is read, there's no reason why they can't go to their own bed and stay in their own bed. Now, for babies under a year old, I'm going to leave that up to the individual because some babies have a different, sleeping habit during the day. Some nap, some don't. And it's, but even as babies, my children, and from my experience, I still got them on a routine once they were sleeping through the night. I was blessed. Mine slept through the night at an early age. So once they were sleeping all night and didn't need those middle of the night feedings, because really, the doctors would always tell me by the time your newborn is 6 months old, they don't really need those middle of the night feedings unless there's a health reason why, okay? So, anyway, you get them ready for bed and do a routine. Children thrive on routine. You get them ready for bed. They know after supper, they know it's going to be time for the bath, if it's bath night or getting washed up, getting the teeth brushed, and we're going to go and our pajamas are on, and we're going to read a story, and we're going to wind down. And if your winding down is maybe a 15 or 20-minute little video or something instead of a story, that's fine too, as long as they know it's wind down time. And don't stray from the routine. Let them know this is what we're doing. It is getting time for bed, and this is what we're going to do. You tuck them in and you tell them, good night, I love you, hugs and kisses. And if they have a nightlight, fine. If they don't, fine. If their door is left open, left open a little bit or shut. That's what you do. And then you go on. If they fuss and cry a little bit, that's okay. If they get out of bed, you simply take them by the hand and you say, it's nighttime. It's time for bed. And you take them back to their bed. And same thing, out you go. If they keep getting up, you stop talking. You just take them by the hand and take them right back to their bed. Put them in bed. Good night. Out you go. And you do this repeatedly until they finally get through their head that mom and dad are not going to give in. It is time for bed. And yes, some children are very, very strong-willed. And it may take you an hour or 2 hours or longer. But what it is, you have to break the will and not the spirit. There is a difference. So yelling and, getting mad, all those things, no. That is not good. It's bedtime. You want things to be calm, peaceful. So trying to, be a serious disciplinarian at that time, it's just going to rile them up more. So, like I said, it is a consistency. You just have to stick with it. Do not give in. That is the key. That is the key to most everything in parenting. You have to stick by what you say. Don't back down. You put them to bed and you mean it. It is bedtime. And believe me, it works. If you stick with it and you do this every day, it will not take long. A couple days at the most, they'll understand. Oh yeah, it's bedtime. Yeah, and then that'll be it. You'll be putting them to bed and it'll be a done deal. They'll know. So please just stick with it. It works. Get ready for a good night's sleep from now on in your own bed by yourself or with your, significant other. All right. That is my advice for you. Help me in Wyoming. I hope this was a help to you. I do get asked this quite a bit in my day. I have been asked this many times. So you are not alone with this. Help me in Wyoming. All right. Thank you for writing in and let me know how that works out for you. Okay. Well, I don't have another Dear Joe write-in to share with you today, but I will share with you a little bit of inspiration from my heart to you. I just wanted to let you know that we are all people. We are all going through some kind of storm in our life, some kind of, predicament, whether it be a job change, you're moving, you're going through something with a family member, maybe it's sickness, maybe it's a new relationship or a relationship is ending in your life, maybe it's children, it's just we're all going through something. So I wanted to just let you know that we are all people. And when you see people at work, especially our restaurant industry, our health field industry, they're all people. They have families, and if you see them having a tough day, just say, hey, are you having a rough day today? And a lot of times they'll be like, yeah. And just say, I'm sorry and I really hope it gets better for you. Because that will go a lot farther than getting angry, having a bad attitude. Just because you're the customer, you think you need to be pampered and have sprinkles of friendliness dripped on you. And yes, you are the customer and you do deserve to be treated with courtesy. But, there are just going to be those times when the person serving us actually need some service themselves. And the service they need is a little kindness and understanding from you. So remember, we're all human. We're all going through it. So remember to be kind to one another. Love your neighbor as yourself. And help someone today in some small way. Because remember, that small thing is a huge thing for somebody else's world. Okay, dear Joe fans, thank you for your time. Please go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know what's on your mind. And I'll get back with you. I'll answer your questions and I'll keep it all anonymous. All right, thank you and God bless.